That's right, I've gone from having MJF hair to Gunther hair because my hair is horrible. But we've got quite a lot of things to talk about today. The main topic of the video is WWE slowly scrapping being PG? Now, this is something that I declined to believe for a while because of advertisers, sponsors, merch, all these things, right? But I don't know, man. We'll get into that later on in the video. Timestamps are available again, especially for the people that don't want to listen to the Uncle Howdy portion of this video, because I seem to have an audience that doesn't seem to care about Uncle Howdy, but it is what it is. First of all, and I hope this is the last time I have to talk about this person this week, at least this week, Ricochet has been written off TV with a brutal attack by Bron Breakker, which is what we all expected. However, and this is a big however, something seemed off in this write-off. It didn't feel like a complete write-off. It felt like, I don't know if you guys felt the same, it felt like that this is a way to take Ricochet off TV, to bring him back to feud with Bron and get revenge as a new character. That's how it felt to me. Now, I know I said the other day Ricochet's leaving because it came out from PW Insider that he is leaving, but this segment just felt weird. It didn't feel like he was leaving completely. First of all, he beat up Bron earlier, and then Bron came back and absolutely destroyed him. Samantha comes and goes in the ambulance with him. Ricochet puts his thumb up as to say he's all good. So, I don't know, man. Is Ricochet staying? Are we being worked? Because WWE have a history for working the fans, working the dirt sheets, and working the fans at the same time. I mean, we'll find out in a month or 2 months or so if they continue to mention Ricochet on TV, then we know that he's probably not actually leaving and this is all a work. But if we see him on Dynamite in a month or so, then yeah, we know. But it is what it is. If he's coming back, he's coming back. If he's not, he's not. But he definitely needs a character change wherever the fuck he goes. Next up, we've got, and I'm probably going to butcher this, Hikuleo, I think his name is. He is the half brother of Tama Tonga. He's a pretty big guy. I don't know too much about him other than those two things I've just said. But apparently he's finished up with New Japan and is expected to come to WWE. Now, I don't know if this guy can wrestle because we've seen Tongaloa, and Tongaloa isn't exactly the next Shawn Michaels. But I think we're going a bit too far with adding all these Islanders now. Don't you think? I mean, you don't want to expand this too much with all these new people. You don't want to do that because it's people are just going to say, oh, it's another one of those guys. They're going to lose interest, right? We need names, big names in this Bloodline versus Bloodline feud. We need Jacob Fatu, who's someone that will stand out from the rest, no matter what. But I mean, this Hikuleo guy, he even though he's a lot taller than the others, he's just going to blend in, I think, and that's what's happened to Tama Tonga. That's what's happened to Tongaloa. They all just blend in, and it shouldn't be that way because when Tama Tonga first came, he stood out, right? He stood out. He showed that he was not to be fucked with. And now he just blends in, and I think that's not what you want to do. But we'll see. He's expected to come to WWE, so let Triple H do what he wants to do, I guess. Hopefully it works out. I will trust him for now and hope that it works out. But I don't know, man. Now for the part of the video that nobody's going to watch. Howdy. The Uncle Howdy QR code this week for Raw led you to a ticking timer, and that timer counts down to next week's Raw, which is where we will get the debut of at least Howdy. I say we got all of them, just boom, give us all of them right now, but it's about fucking time, man. It is about time, because I have been waiting for this for a while. A fucking long while. I've been waiting for this. Triple H likes to do things very slowly, but this is too slow, man. I need anyway, this faction here now. Bring them out next week, and hopefully they can start something good, because obviously they want to continue what Bray was trying to do, but when they finish with that, they need to do their own thing. They can't just fuck off and say, oh, we're done now. Bye. No. We need them to do more once that's done. If it works out, because the audience is half and half. Some people like it. Some people really don't like it. I like it. You probably really don't like it. But we'll see how it plays out. We'll find out next week on Raw when they show up. And finally, and I need to have a drink. And finally, is WWE scrapping PG? Because what happened last night with Liv and Dom, it wasn't very PG. It wasn't very PG. Now, I don't like Liv. I don't like Dom being with Liv. But I'm using this as the prime example here for right now. WWE's moving, Raw, at least for America, is moving to Netflix in January. SmackDown and everything else for us in the UK and everywhere else that isn't America is also moving to Netflix in January. In America, SmackDown is moving to USA, which means no more Fox, because Fox don't want anything that isn't family friendly, right? They don't want anything that isn't that doesn't push the boundaries. USA seem to be a little bit more lenient, especially since the Attitude Era Raw happened, I believe, on the USA Network. And with Raw going to Netflix, people are assuming that it's going to be a lot more adult orientated. And while I initially disagreed with this because of advertisers, sponsors and merch, especially for the kids, I think that they might actually start going into a more adult-oriented programming. As gradually build it up throughout the year. Once we get to January, let it all out, right? Obviously, don't go fucking too far with it like AEW did. Don't have a random jobber saying the word shit 5 times, right? Don't want none of that. We don't want blood all the fucking time. Don't want it. We want just programming that is a little bit more, how can I describe this? A little bit more cutting edge. A little bit more loose, right? That's what we want. So, if that's going to happen, great. Because obviously we had that stuff with The Rock, when he just didn't care, right? The Rock just decided to say every word that he wasn't allowed to say, use blood, everything, right? And they got away with it. They had some complaints from Fox, apparently, but overall, they got away with it. Now they're doing stuff with Lim and Dom, where they're teasing very sexual things, such as the hotel room key, and then Liv foot landing on Dom, and then doing the cowgirl position. So, I think that we are, when people say we're moving into a new era, I think we are. We're not there yet, but we're getting there. And that new era is going to be not the new Attitude Era, but a bit more like Ruthless Aggression. A bit more like that, but a little bit less blood. And not as much stupidity. This is what happened, like, say, for example, Katie Vick, for example. We don't want none of that. We don't want none of that, but I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think Ricochet is staying or leaving? Do you think, I forgot how to pronounce his name again, Hikuleo is going to be joining the Bloodline? Which side of the Bloodline will he be choosing? Are you excited for Uncle Howdy? I'm excited for Uncle Howdy. Are you excited for Uncle Howdy? Be excited for Uncle Howdy. And do you believe that my theory is correct and WWE is going to be moving away from PG programming? Like, subscribe, follow me on XDCrossman25. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.